Hey everybody, I'm Howard, and this is Otter's Retirement Corner. And as you can see, well, you can't see anymore. We have a special guest today. Where are you guys? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, there's Otter and our new puppy, and we've decided on the name Juno. She's a little, they say about a year, 14 months maybe, pit bull mix, something like that. And she's just a darling lover and gets along great most of the time with Otter. They run around and play like crazy. Sometimes it gets a little vicious sounding and out of hand, but all in all, great dog, great addition. She was a surrender. Somebody supposedly mistreating her, and I didn't get much detail. She was taken from a house that had several dogs, and they kept them out in the yard. And we're in Florida; it's 95 degrees every day. Even worse, the county kennel she was at was also outdoors, and it was just a slab of cement in a cage, and just it was really sad to see them all in there. But she jumped out at me immediately as a friendly girl. You see her going after Otter right now. Otter taking it like a good guy. House training, it's like, I imagine it's like having a baby. I'm up at all hours taking her out. She's had several accidents, but we'll get over it. So it's a great addition. Anyway, all right, I want to talk about Social Security and Ukraine. And she's just stealing my shoe. Juno, come on back. She won't. So, I want to say Dr. Ed Ware, who does videos on Medicare and Social Security, kind of beat me to this. I've been planning this for a little while. I've touched on it in the past, but I get a lot of comments, not just on my videos, but on everybody's Social Security videos, that gee, if the government would just quit sending money to Ukraine, Social Security would be fine, or that money should stay in Social Security. Why are we taking our Social Security money and giving it to Ukraine? Because the story also got out that some of the cash we give to Ukraine goes for their Social Security system. I'm not sure what that number is, but the numbers I do have, and these are approximate. The Congress. And when I say Congress, we're talking about Democrats and Republicans. Senate, Democrat and Republicans have approved about $175 billion since this all began to go to Ukraine in their war effort against Russia. Now, a little over $100 billion of that has actually been utilized. Not everything's been allocated and spent or used. And anywhere from 60 to 70 billion of that, I believe, has been in weapons, not in cash. So what happens is, we take the value of weapons from our own arsenal, and we've given them about 60 to 70 billion dollars in the value of weapons, and then the money that's allocated for that then goes in the government's own pockets, and they buy new weapons. And who do they buy these weapons from? American manufacturers. Give me my shoe. Sorry. She's a thief. So, and she loves to climb up. She loves to climb up. You want to see what you're doing? Okay, all right. So, I'm sorry. Getting back to that. So we then take the 60 to 70 billion dollars and we go to American manufacturers of weapons, and we buy new weapons. And this money comes from the general fund of the government. And since there really isn't any money in the general fund, the government gets money basically two ways: through income tax receipts and through borrowing money. And since the government doesn't have a hoard of cash on hand, she just bit me, they borrow. So, any money we're using to either buy these weapons or replace these weapons or to give cash to Ukraine is coming from the government borrowing money, putting it in its general fund, and then utilizing it. Nothing comes out of Social Security. No money ever changes hands from Social Security to any other program. Now, the interesting thing is, since the government is then going to these contractors and buying new weapons that they wouldn't necessarily have bought otherwise, the contractors then have to either hire new people or put some people into overtime to produce all these additional weapons, and those people pay additional or higher Social Security taxes. So, you know, net out of this whole thing, maybe, I don't know, $5 billion in extra taxes is going into the Social Security coffers. You know, maybe 2 billion, I don't know. I haven't done the math, it's not important. The whole point is money does not come out of Social Security to go to Ukraine. The other side of it is, you know, I said that 175 billion so far has been allocated or approved. You know, 100 billion or so has gone over to Ukraine. Social Security uses up about it's over 100 billion a month, maybe 1.2. I'm sorry, 120 billion a month in benefits. So that, you know, even if that money came for Social Security, or people said give it to Social Security, it would only pay for about a month's worth of benefits. It's really a trivial, insignificant amount. Plus, it's illegal for the government to give money to Social Security. The way the laws are currently written, the only funds for Social Security have to come from payroll taxes. Are you getting depressed? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Say hi to the camera. Hi. Hi. I'm Juno. I'm doing the program. Okay. All right. Thanks for indulging me. So anyway, you know, the whole point of this is, you know, stop complaining about money going to to Ukraine to fight Russia because you think it's hurting Social Security. You want to make a case for we shouldn't be giving money to Ukraine at all, fine, okay. You know, we could borrow that money and give it to, you know, efforts to help homeless people, or add money to SSI, or, you know, better for education, you know, whatever. You know, there's a dozen things you can think of easily off the top of your head that money would be better spent on in the U.S. But again, remember, that's not money that's sitting there. It's money that we'd have to go out and borrow, and that's all part of the 35 trillion we own, or we owe, you know, the debt of the U.S. government. So, you know, net, you know, it's a little bit of help for Social Security. Everyone has their opinion about whether we should give that money to Ukraine or not, but that's irrelevant. It's not coming from Social Security. Help Social Security a little bit. So give me your comments on that. You know, I'm not advocating giving the money to Ukraine, but, you know, so if you want to criticize it, that's fine. You know, you're not criticizing me. I'm not for or against it in this video. You know, that's not the reason that, you know, I do videos. It's all about retirement. I have my own personal opinions and beliefs, but, you know, we're not going to get into that here. So thanks for watching. Give me your comments about Juno if you want. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.